It's the Ordinary Talk Show, a place where ordinary people comes to share their untold story. We introduce to you a show that will showcase our culture, our people, where we came from, and where we are today. Sit back, relax, laugh, be educated, embrace, listen, love. The Ordinary Talk Show, a place where ordinary people meet to share their untold story.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Ordinary Talk Show. I'm your host, Rupert G. Today, we are in Whitby, North Caicos, in an area called Hollywood, at the famous Hollywood Beach, with a legend, someone who believes in the Turks and Caicos culture, someone who we all grew up listening to, the music, the lyrics. I am here with my special guest, Mr. Lovie Forbes. It's good to have you on the show, Mr. Forbes.
Well, thanks for inviting me on.
Yes, and it's good to be in this setting. We're in a different setting today. We're not in studio. We're out studio today, and it's to capture the beauty and the scenery that we have here to offer in the Turks and Caicos Islands, especially here in Whitby. Mr. Forbes,
Yes, sir.
as I said before, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yes.
You are a man of all seasons, I should say.
Been around a lot.
Tell us, who is Lovie Forbes?
Well, I'm glad to be here. Welcome, people,
Yeah.
to my world. This is my habitat here. I was born and grown up to age 12 here in Whitby. In fact, let me take it back to the beginning. I was born in 1950, so you know I'm pretty old now, 75. And as I was growing up, I used to be a little hunter, like around here, and going in the ponds and catching fish and birds and things like that. Growing up, I had a buddy. His name was Othniel Musgrove, who passed away already. But he was like my leader. He showed me how to even go into the sea to fish and conch. Yeah, I used to scull the boat for him to hook the conch and things like that. Anyway, growing up here in Whitby, it was really a fun time for me. And at age 12, I left Whitby and went to Grand Tuck to go to high school.
Okay.
Yeah. And from there, I spent 4 years there, actually. And then I went to the Bahamas from, that was 1966 until 1976. Spent
Okay.
10 years there. And then I returned home in 76. And when I came back, I kind of like wake up the land of North Caicos and the Turks and Caicos in general. Because at that time, our culture was not exposed. And I was actually sent home by the Lord. Because I used to be in Freeport, right in the Bahamas. And the Spirit came to me one time and told me, they got many Bahamians right about the Bahamas. But your island, the Turks and Caicos group, well, they need you there.
Yes.
Go home and write about them.
Yes.
So I ended up coming back home and started writing songs about the Turks and Caicos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that brings me until 1970, I stopped performing. Not 1970, excuse me. 2017.
2017.
I got to correct that too. 2020.
20.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes. That's when I kind of like retired.
You really have a true legacy of music here in the Turks and Caicos. In our off video conversation, you said that you came home in 1976. 1976, you
Yeah.
returned to Whitby,
Yes.
North Caicos. And I came here. I was born in 1982. And from the time I know myself, as a child, I heard the name Lovie,
Yes.
Lovie, and I will hear the music playing, such as the famous one I grew up listening to, the old conch is sweeter than the fresh conch.
Yeah.
You know, these songs, um, it helps to build us
True.
and help us to know where we came from, what our culture is all about. So my question for you is, when um when did your first love for music started?
Well, that started from a little baby boy, around 3 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. And how I got so deeply into it from then, um, at 3, my daddy, he had a boat. He took me to Haiti.
Well, okay.
And in Haiti, he bought me one of these mud music we play. And when I came back to Whitby, with this mud music playing and playing and playing, all of a sudden I find myself turning a tune to a song that was common in those years. And I get to love it. And man, from then I start playing like songs that people could understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so my love grew from age 3.
Well, that there is an awesome piece of information.
Yes.
You know, it's like you're born with it.
Yeah, just
You're
like
born with it, and it manifests as you grow, you know. And back to that song, the old conch is sweeter than the fresh conch. Give us a little history of that song. Tell us about that song.
Okay, let me take you back to the beginning of that. Back in 1982, I wrote that song. Back then I had a girlfriend, I ain't call her name, but she used to live in Cuba.
Okay.
And she used to visit me on Sundays.
Okay.
So on Sunday, she came here, one of her family members. And now I used to write songs on Sundays because that's my day off, no work, you see. So when she came, I was like preparing to write a song. I didn't have no song in mind as yet, but I knew if I could think of something, it'll come. So when she reached, I asked her to give me a topic to write about today. She said, I can't think of anything to tell you. Anyway, a little bit later on, she went into my cupboard. And when she looked into the cupboard, she saw some old dried conchs I had in there. She said, why don't you write about these old conchs you got here? Write about old conch? I can't think of nothing to say about old conch. But anyway, I said to myself, to the Father, God, I did ask her to give me a topic, Father. So she gave me the topic about an old conch. So what could I say about an old conch? The Father said to me, you remember when you was a little boy, you used to hear people saying that old conch is sweeter than the fresh conch? So, yeah, like that sound came back in my head strongly, you know. So I wrote that down. I said, okay. Yeah, and then I started thinking about the islands in connection with conchs.
Yes.
So I added in South Caicos and Middle Caicos because they have towns that's called Congran and South Caicos.
Yeah.
Middle Caicos got Kangba.
Kangba.
So I added them two in that song, and I also mix it up with peas and rice and all them type of things.
Yes.
Because that's how we deal with the conch, the old conch. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And you know, I have a love for culture music. I love my culture. I love my country. And I love culture music because it like I said, it have meaning.
Yes.
It has meaning to it. And once you can embrace who you are, you will have a love for your country and for the songs that have been produced to educate us and visitors alike about the Turks and Caicos Islands. I have before me a book. This book said "The Music in Me," Part 1, written by you.
Yes, Lorett, Lovie Forbes. Now, a lot of people don't know
Lorett. Lorett?
You don't pronounce it Lorett. You pronounce it Lorett.
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 Lorett Lovie Forbes.
Lorett Lovie Forbes. Yeah.
Here's the book. This is your first book, right?
Yeah, this is my first.
Yes, it will soon be out.
Yeah.
All right. There's just a rough copy of it.
Actually, it's out on Amazon right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't have any copies here yet.
Yeah. Okay.
I ordered some, but it was delayed a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So this book, Mr. Forbes, I lounged through it, and I noticed that you had a band back in the days. You had a band called Lovie and the Lively Stones.
Yeah. Yeah,
Lovie,
during your time of birth, that was the
Lovie and the
band we
Lively
had.
Stones.
Exactly.
Yeah. So about that, about this band.
Well, let me tell you about the name first. The name came from the Bible.
Okay.
You'll find it in the book of 1 Peter 2nd chapter, verse 5.
Verse 5.
It tells you about the lively
Lively
stones.
Stones. Yes. Uh-huh.
I read that from my first mission through the Bible when I was in Grand Bahama. And I said, you know what? If I ever form a band, I'm going to give a band the same name, the Lively Stones.
Yeah.
Because I love that name. So when I came home and put a band together, then I gave it that name, the Lively Stones. Lovie and the Lively Stones. And they were comprised of 2 guys from Q, 1 guy from Laramus, and myself, 4 of us. Yeah, we put that together.
And
In fact, that's the first Lively Stone. I had more than 1 Lively Stone band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I tell you, music. Also, I read in your book about the Combiner music, right?
Yes.
Combiner music. I remember hearing that song Combiner,
Yeah.
as a child growing up. Yeah, that song playing and stuff like that. What is the meaning behind Combiner music?
Well, the meaning is to establish our creations, right? Our musical creations.
Okay.
See, so the name Combiner came one time. Joe Delancey and I, because he was my keyboard player in the first Lively Stones band.
Okay.
Yeah, and so one day here in Whitby, he and I were sitting down, and because he was a writer and I'm a writer, so I said, you know, we should come up with a name for our creations. So I say, you know, the way we are here in the Turks and Caicos, we're hearing music from all over the world here. So, you know, we got all kind of music.
Yes.
So Joe said, let's call it combination music. You know, I said, wow, that's good, man. I said, but let's take the T-I-O-N off and just leave C-O-M-B-I-N-A.
Combiner.
And pronounce it combiner.
Combiner.
Yeah. So that's how combiner came from the word combination. Yeah.
Right.
And that is for all our creations, music or any other thing, you know, creatively that is combined with inputs from the outside world.
Okay. Many of your songs feels deeply rooted in culture in an everyday life. How do you see music to preserve and promote Turks and Caicos? Many of your songs, they are deeply rooted in our culture. It speaks about our culture. So how do you see music promoting the Turks and Caicos?
Well, music is the main thing in promoting just about everything, you see. What I encourage the young musicians to do, or the young writers, start writing about the things happening in your communities.
Thank you.
You see, because the people don't know what's going on in Q.
Thank you.
You see, you live in Q, you know what goes on there. You see, so write about Q, man.
Yes.
So the people can learn about Q. And if you're a musician, you put music to your song. If you ain't a musician, you take your lyrics to a musician. You see, let them sing it.
Yes.
People usually tune into the lyrics or stories when music's backing it. You see,
True.
So, and they will learn of Q. That's how Bob Marley did raise Jamaica. And he spoke about Trenchtown. Who had known about Trenchtown before Bob? Before Bob came out with that.
Yes, he make it known through his music.
I didn't know about Trenchtown. I knew about Jamaica. I knew about Kingston. I knew about a lot of other areas. But the Trenchtown, I never heard of.
Never.
Until he came over with Trenchtown Rock.
Never.
So, and that is a community that some sophisticated people wouldn't want to go into even expose. But because he born and grew up in there, that was his habitat. You see, so he exposed it. You know, understand? You all calling me great? I come from there. You understand? That's how Bob thought of it. Yeah.
Great. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Mr. Lovie Forbes of Whitby, North Caicos. We're here at the famous Hollywood Beach, and we're just having a conversation, talking about culture, music. Mr. Forbes, beyond music, you have a passion for culture.
Yes.
Yeah. So what drives that passion for culture in the Turks and Caicos?
Oh, well, what you see, I love people who love the land.
Mm-hmm.
You see, God gave us the land, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So we should learn to appreciate it,
Mm-hmm.
you see. And that's what I try to do, appreciate North Caicos,
Yes.
because this is my rock,
Yeah.
you see. And I would love to, for the world to learn about North Caicos. I learned about New York. I never been
Yes.
there,
Yeah.
but I know a whole lot about New York,
Mm-hmm.
you see. So they don't have to come here to learn about here.
Mm-hmm.
So I will write about Whitby. I write about Ball Creek, Cube Center Point, and
Everywhere.
all the Turks and Caicos in general.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. See, so I think culture should be exposed because culture only telling about your common way of life.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's based on your common way of life, and so people should expose their commonality.
You're like you say, you're telling the world
Yeah,
about where you're from or where you at, where you live.
exactly.
This is Turks and Caicos. This is
Yeah.
what we have to offer. This is what we do. This is,
Yeah.
you know, this is how we say different words. This is what we cook
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Get it out there.
real culture.
Get it out there. As a boy growing up in Q, I remember a festival used to have back then, and we spoke about this off set earlier, about the KWSP that to take place in Q.
Yes.
You told me that you were very much instrumental in that.
Yes.
Share.
Well, I can't recall what year it was, but Junior Jesse from Q,
Mm-hmm.
he and I, we were working at Johnson Construction back in them years together, and he wanted us to like, it was his idea.
Okay.
He just joined in,
Mhm.
got me in there, and because I was a musician, he
Mhm.
said, let us put a festival together for Whitby Q and Sandy Point.
Correct.
You see, so I said that's a good idea. Let's do that. And so I went ahead and concocted a story about Whitby Q and Sandy Point,
Mm-hmm.
and I wrote it into a song.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I don't ask me because years ago, and I even remember the lyrics.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but for a few years it was going on, and we had gotten it established there in Sandy Point on the beach there,
Yes.
next to Royal Reef Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was a great thing.
Yes, because it used to be fun time. I can remember at the community center in Q, they will have their build the water around there,
Yeah.
the backscene, you know, that you have to go in.
So the people
And
pay to come
yes,
in.
they would have the time for the little children pageant,
Yeah.
and then the bigger people. It was festival,
Real
festive.
festival.
Let me say
Yeah.
festive, very much. And like I told you earlier, it seemed that we had more activities, more things going on back then than we have now, and we had less money back then.
That's true.
So I believe it was not only about the money, it was about your love for your community and what you want to see happen for your community, and about that community spirit that we had, where
Yeah.
everyone will come together, work together to make things happen. And I would ask this question because the world changes. Things are changing every day in the world. What can you say that we are not preserving, or that what we are losing in the Turks and Caicos when it pertains to culture? Are we preserving anything, or we are being smothered by other cultures that comes into our country?
I'll say we are kind of being smothered in a way. Yeah, because most of the young folks tune in to whatever they want to hear in these headphones, and you know, these plugs they put in their ears they were listening to, and you don't really know what unless you ask them. And mostly they playing foreign songs.
True.
They don't be playing the local stuff what we create, and so it causes their mind to be much further out than from where they are. You see, so I'm thinking we should encourage the young folks to listen to the local music,
Yeah.
you know, so they can learn of their own culture. You see, their roots and culture, so they can grow and expose their knowledge of it after they grow on. You
Yes,
know?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But I'm not against foreign music.
No, no, we're
No,
not.
it's just know that you got your own roots too.
Mhm.
You see, so
Yes,
expose that.
yes.
Yeah,
We need them to be more educated about Turks and Caicos,
yeah, man.
Turks and Caicos music, Turks and Caicos culture.
Yes,
You know, be proud of that. You were at the Emancipation Day event in Q on Friday
yes,
going.
I was. Yeah.
Give me your input about that day. What you think?
Man, what I think of that day, it was a great day, number one. And it also brought my mind back into the old days,
Mhm.
yeah, when Q used to be Q.
Yes.
Q now is just like a little form of it, a little
Okay.
wave of it now. But
Correct.
I like your move in getting it back into the Q actions, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was growing up, Q used to be like a music town.
hmm
That's what we used to call it.
Known for music.
Yeah, known for music, man.
Mhm.
And the people from Whitby, always in the afternoons, Q is where we used to go,
Uh-huh.
because that's was the action area.
Yes.
You know, there's a guy named Tommy Butterfield. He used to make instruments.
Okay. I heard about him.
Yeah. And his instruments is what they used to do the marches.
hmm
And Q were like the Malevolent
hmm
used to have marches.
Turn out.
They had marches, yeah, or turnout, yeah,
Uh-huh.
every August Monday.
Yeah.
Just
August
like how you
Monday.
like you
Yes.
starting that
Yes.
now, right? Yeah. And his band used to be playing, and man, they used to be carrying on. Lots of fun.
Wow.
So that's what you're doing. I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
want to, like I say, preserve
Hmm.
or rekindle. We say rekindle that fire,
Yes.
can bring back what we used to have. And I, all I wanted to see is that our culture move to the next level where people embrace
Yes.
your culture. And us, you, myself, I'm talking about,
Yeah.
who's still here, we're here to help. Now, I don't know everything.
Mhm.
Because I came in '82.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
everything. So
And it's kind of fading out during your time.
Uh-huh.
After you came along,
Yeah.
it was fading out.
Yes.
Until now, you trying to rekindle it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I remember person like the late Nellis Taylor. You know, she
Yes.
was the principal at the Q school at the time. And she used to have lots of activities.
She was very good.
Yes, lots of activities and stuff like that, culture stuff going on. And that's where I learned from, you know,
Yeah.
growing up and capturing those moments and see what they do. And my grandfather, the late William Simmons,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, he was a great guy.
he was
Yeah.
very much into those things, you know, putting on plays and stuff like
Yes,
that.
man. He was an actor.
And
I think you got that from him.
I believe that, yes.
That's believe. I just watching it. I believe you got it from him.
That's
yeah.
because
Man.
I sat at his feet and listened to him speak. He talk about it,
Okay.
what he used to do
Yeah.
and how they used to do it.
Yes.
Deidre, you know, also.
Each got it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So it was me and Deidre always sitting down and listening to him talk. And he would tell us things, you know.
Mhm.
This is what we used to do back then. This is how we used to do the chain and then this and
Yeah.
the next stuff like that. So I am grateful that he was able to share that.
He imparted
with us.
something great to you,
Yes.
man. Yeah.
So we have to keep the legacy of our ancestors alive.
yes.
Keep the legacy. You know, we can't let it die out.
You know, watching the show on Friday Gone,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that you don't have much of the young man from Q involved.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking that is something you should encompass, have them come in with you
Would love to.
in your acts
Mhm.
for the next time.
Would love to.
Yeah, because only you and Palmini
You see
I
that?
saw playing the roles, you know,
Yeah.
and the man that is.
Yes.
The women folks that were there.
They were there.
Yeah, man.
It's always a problem to get men to, you know,
Yeah.
to get involved. You understand me?
Yes.
So, like you said, we have to work on that. You know, the mindset. See?
Yeah.
It first starts with your mind. Your mindset have to change.
Yes.
You know, and be able to say, you know, I am doing this in my country.
Yes.
You know, I'm displaying culture. You know, so I'm going to do the best I can.
Yes.
You
Very
know, to
true.
make sure that we maintain
Yeah.
what we have, and to pass on to my nephew
Yes.
and the other generation coming. You
Very
know,
true.
and it is so good. Another thing, you know, I want to talk about is that although you have a love for culture and your music, one thing I noticed about you, you never forget your spiritual upbringing.
Very true.
You never forget that.
Yeah.
And I always sit back and I think about it. I say, you know what? I'm watching Mr. Forbes or Lovie and I say, you never forget the spiritual part of it. Because you
Yes.
never leave God out of nothing you do.
Nothing at all.
And that's so important because, without him, we are nothing, right?
True. Exactly.
We are nothing. So people may look at you from the outside and say, there's nothing about him, but they don't know.
What goes on?
Thank you. They don't know. They don't know.
They don't know my private studies.
Thank you. So when people will sit down and listen to you as you share and you speak, they will see a different, that they'll have a different perspective of who you are. They say, well, I really learned something from this man, and he's intelligent and he can share things. And I just want to plug that in. So that I notice, whenever you share something, you don't leave God out.
No, can't leave God.
You don't leave him out.
I got into the spiritual world because I actually was born in it. My grandparents were the ones, or my granddaddy, he was the one who brought the Baptist church to Whitby. Yeah. When he came from Bambara, there was no church, no school here. And he said he couldn't just stay because they had to go to Q or Center Point or Bottle Creek to church. So he decided, him and his son-in-law, old Jimmy Musgrove, they're going to build a church, a Baptist church. And they built the first one by Musgrove Hill there. You see that old building that's there?
Yeah.
That's the first Baptist church built here. First church, actually. Yeah, built in Whitby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my mother, she was a Christian lady. Yeah. And so after my grandpa died, he left the church to my daddy.
Okay.
But my daddy was a sailor.
Okay.
So he used to be on the landmark.
Yeah.
So my mother had to step in
To run it.
and she was the leader of the church
Okay.
all along while I was a little boy growing up. And
Your mother's name was Lois?
Loris. Lorett.
Lorett. So that's what you get.
Lorett, yeah, exactly. So who made that?
Okay. All right, Lawrence Forbes. That's what the school is named after.
After her, yeah. She was the first school teacher here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So and for Whitby, I came from the first. My grandpa was the first person to build a church here. My mother was the first teacher here.
Wow.
Yeah. And
I believe you're the first musician.
I just I'm the first recording artist. Yeah. Yeah. So I was gonna bring myself in on the
a lot of firsts.
Yes.
And a first.
Yeah, man.
So you're hailed as a legend in the Turks and Caicos, and I want you to know that we appreciate you for what you are doing and what you have contributed to the Turks and Caicos through culture and music, and to know that.
I wanted to stress a little bit more on that old conch song.
Go ahead.
Now, how that became famous. First of all, I told you just now how I do to write it, right? Well, after I wrote that song, I went into Q on a Saturday night. The next Saturday, because that was a Sunday I wrote it. So that next Saturday, I used to play in the school in Q on Saturdays. A regular thing.
That's what I was going to bring up too.
Yeah.
I remember that. The community center.
Yes, in the community center. So this night I introduced this song, the old conch song. They'd never heard it before. Man, oh man, when I finished that, they said, I want to hear that again. I had to play the song 3 times back to back for the people who were there that night. Now, the next day was a Sunday morning. One of the ladies who were there Saturday night, this Sunday morning, she was walking down Beeson Street in Kew, and another girl was walking the opposite way. Now, these two were in love with the same one man. So the younger girl, you know her name, but I ain't call her name. Probably you may not know because she went away for a while. But yeah, but she's right from that same street, Beeson Street.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, she when they reached by Nellis Taylor house, the two of them met there, and the young girl said to the old girl, the old girl said at the club at the school at night. The young girl said to her, you're too old for that boy. Why don't you leave him alone? And she said, what? I said, you're too old for him. Say, child, you hear what's happening today? Old thanks to the fresh.
Exactly. That's what
And that young girl with that old constitution impression. You little young girl, that boy, he likes me better. He enjoying, you know. Anyway, I'm going to deep.
So that's how they got famous.
That's how it became famous.
Uh-huh.
But dealing with Nonetheless, how it got in the history book. That song
Yes,
is in the history book
mhm.
here. This is back in 1984, 85. I was in Provo at the time. Nonetheless came to Provo, and she was like my cousin at the time.
Mhm.
So I had this tape playing in my car, my truck actually, and I pulled it out and gave it to her. I told her, give this tape to my cousin because he liked my
Mhm.
culture songs, you know. So she came back north and brought a tape, and they both listened to the tape.
Mhm.
So when they heard the song, the old conch song on it, she didn't know who wrote the song, but she heard this old conch thing going around because she used to come out to the dances, you see,
Mhm.
so she didn't know. But anyway, at that time, they were writing the history book of the Turks and Caicos. And she, being a teacher, was asked to write of the old
Mhm.
cultural music and all these things that happened in North
Mhm.
Caicos. And so she entered that song, Old Conky Street and the Fresh Conky, into the history book.
Mhm.
But she didn't know it was written by Lovie Forbes.
Uh-huh.
So she said it's written by an old Caicos man.
Okay.
So that's what you'll see in the book, an old Caicos man.
Old Caicos man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the book, that song, and there was some other song. I think that she wrote this one. There are ponds in the road or something like that. This is my island because I was born here.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
I
that's
don't know
one of the
what that was.
songs.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Growing up in school, we used to sing those songs when the governor comes.
Oh,
We'll sing, this is my
yeah.
island because I was born here,
Mhm.
and there are ponds in the road, and they're all filled with water.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Used to be terrible back then before we paid with it.
Yes. So we sing that song so they can fix the road.
Yes.
And
And
also,
you know, talking about the road, you know, I'm the first one, me and Prince Silver,
uh-huh.
put tile on North Caicos
No
in
Caicos.
general.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got lots of firsts, man.
Yeah.
Lots of firsts.
I remember the first night we poured the primer. Primer is before the asphalt,
Hmm.
you see. We started, the very first place we started was in between Minorca Hill.
Okay.
Right there we set up and light up our torch and get the pot cooking.
Hmm.
And I was the driver, he was the operator.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we drove from there, gone over by Franklin.
Hmm.
Franklin had a building on the highway there,
Hmm.
halfway mark.
Hmm.
Yeah. We went that far, and then we did two sides of the road so when they wake up the next morning, the road was prime,
Okay.
you see. And then all they had to do was just come over with the hot stuff
Hmm.
and put the final stuff on it the next
Great.
day.
Great.
But we did, Prince and I were the two first guys that put tar on North Caicos Road.
Hmm.
Yeah, man.
Great. Um, we're sitting here on Hollywood Beach, and earlier you told me that you named the park
Oh, yeah.
at Hollywood Park.
Yes.
And you name also the garden there at
Hostable Beach. Yeah.
yes,
It's called Castorina Garden.
Castorina Garden.
Yes.
Where that name came from?
Well, you see, after I made the garden, I needed a name for it. And then the spirit told me all these trees are Castorina
Castorina
trees.
Yeah, yeah.
So the name of Castorina Garden.
Yes, yes,
Naturally.
True.
I had planted them there.
Uh-huh.
They just spread up. And the name came from the trees.
How did you come with the name Hollywood for this beach and for?
No, well, it wasn't me who came up with this name.
Okay.
This name came from the British surveyors way back before my time.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was born and knowing this is Hollywood Beach.
Hmm.
Yeah, and Hollywood Hill is over there. And so I just reestablished the name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't create it.
There you have it.
Yeah.
This is Lovie Forbes, a man of the soil. This man have a lot to share, and I hope that you are listening and taking in what he is saying tonight to us. Call a friend. Let them know that the Ordinary Talk Show is on, and Mr. Lovie Forbes is the guest tonight. Lots of knowledge, lots of wisdom to share with us and with the viewers out there and the listeners of the Turks and Caicos Islands. A legend, a musician, an icon for culture, Mr. Forbes. And you're saying that you're on this is your first book. That's the
Yes.
book.
Mhm.
You're on your second book.
Yes. My second book is based on my family.
Okay.
Yeah, letting them know more of my immediate family.
Okay.
Yeah, I mentioned them briefly in this book, but I go into more details in
Okay.
the second book.
Great.
And bringing in my wives and my children, because I had 4 wives.
You're
Yeah.
trying to be like Solomon.
Well, anyway, you know, the Bible say who you lay with is your wife, you know.
Uh-huh.
It didn't say who you married.
So that's the Bible say.
Says he laid, he said he laid with her,
Uh-huh.
and she was his wife. The you remember when Leah
Leah and Rachel.
and Rachel,
Mhm.
yeah, they used to share Jacob, right?
Because he got the wrong wife first.
Oh, well,
Remember?
he did get the wrong way
Yeah.
first, yeah. But what happened
It was tricked.
after Rachel saw that she didn't have a child, couldn't have
Mhm,
no children, so she decided to give Bilhah, her maid, to her husband,
Mhm.
to wife. The
Mhm.
Bible said to wife
Mhm.
means to lay with.
Yes. Uh-huh.
You see, so the word wife means to lay with.
Mm.
She wasn't given her for him to marry.
Mm.
She gave her maid for him to lay with. You see? And the Bible said to wife. That the Bible used the term to wife.
Mhm.
When you read it again, you'll see what I'm referring to. That's a refreshing. Yeah. And more than that, one example is in the Bible where they were given to wife. So the word wife means to lay with.
To lay with.
Yeah. You don't see, even Britain used the term, if you of a woman living with you, she is your common law wife.
I hear that.
Yeah, because you
people say
lay with
that,
her.
after you've been together for so much years, they say, okay, your common law wife.
Yes.
All right. But I know, I'm a Christian.
Yes.
And I believe in the Bible principle.
Okay.
And so like that, your belief is your belief, mine is mine.
Very true.
They have different options. And my belief for marriage, for wife is when you're married.
Well, that's been watered down to that.
I believe
Because
that.
remember, Adam was not married to Eve, but Eve was Adam's wife because he used to lay with her. Yeah. And that came down only later on down, it became a matrimonial
Because you see,
ceremony.
God created Eve for Adam.
Yes.
You see, once God created Eve for Adam, that was for Adam. Automatically, that was his wife.
Exactly.
Okay, they didn't have no ceremony. Like how we have
Automatically,
ceremony.
that was his wife.
How we have ceremony,
Yes.
but automatically God give him Eve.
Right. But the part I'm talking about, the marriage part came in later. Marriage is came in the picture later. You see, but wife was from the beginning.
Yeah.
You see,
I understand where you're going with that.
yeah, wife.
Yes.
Well, it's two different words, and they got two different meanings. One is you get a license.
Yeah.
When you get when you marry a person, you get a license. But you can wife a person without marrying her.
Yes, yeah.
That's the Bible. Bible got it there, still there. Yeah. The Bible still got it that they will just wife. The man just wife the woman, or just lay with the woman. When you read the Bible again, take a good note of that. Yeah, it was no matrimony back then.
Back then, yeah.
I'm talking about Genesis.
I know they were none.
In the beginning, in Genesis time, it was no matrimony.
That's why they say God said it was not good for man to be alone, so He made him and helped me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and the Bible says better.
And another thing too, He didn't want him to be lusting after the animals. Because animals had their parts going on. And he didn't want them to get involved with them. So He had to make him his own.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
It's deep, man. A lot of people need to look deeper into the Bible and see how those things are put together. Because some people read and pick up on little this and that, and they combine it all in their way.
Okay.
You see, now I read the Bible through 7 times already. I'm actually maybe more than that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about completely.
Yeah.
And I do it for the same reason, to get the connection on how the world is put together spiritually. Yeah. You see, that's the only way you'll get the full connection if you read the whole thing. You see,
And I I love to talk spiritual talk. I love to at least put God into things when I'm talking, you know. But I never ask you this question. I'll ask you this question.
okay,
Do you believe in the second coming?
of Christ.
Yes.
I believe Christ is here already.
If his presence is always
His presence here.
Yes.
But I always also, because of the book, we expect a great judgment day.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so with that belief, I was born, I met it going on, so I just kept it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking for
so
it.
you're
Yeah.
looking for
Yeah.
okay. That's what I want to know. We're looking for
I'm
that
looking for it.
that day when he shall return
Yeah.
to judge his own and to receive unto him his own. Judge the world and to receive unto him his own.
But Jesus said that our judgment is here today.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. You see,
Mhm.
when Jesus rose from the dead in Christ rose with him right then,
You think so?
And those people who rose from, who were dead, they rose when he came up. You remember?
And that
You remember when Jesus rose from the dead, the people who were dead, the righteous-minded people who were dead, they rose with him. You don't quite remember that? Okay.
no, because because I know the word of God say that on that day the dead in Christ
So
shall rise first.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And they talk about the sea shall give up that they're dead
Right.
on that day. So I don't know of any dead person that have been resurrected and gone to heaven.
Well, they didn't say they went to heaven. They said they were risen. They were walking around the streets.
They're ghosts to say.
They were like ghosts because they met them on different areas, like praying. Now, I got this from the Lost Books. This part what I'm sharing here with you is not from the regular Bible. It's from the Lost Books of the Bible. Have you read the Lost Books of the Bible
No.
yet? Okay, I got a copy of that. And it told you how they were walking around, and people used to go and talk for these people who've risen with Jesus.
Wow. I
Yeah.
never heard that once.
Yeah, there was a man named Simeon. You ever heard of Simeon?
Mhm.
Simeon is the one who held Jesus,
Mhm.
and it says now he could
Yeah.
die because he already seen
Mhm.
Christ.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
He had two sons that were dead,
Mhm.
and when Jesus rose, them two sons rose with him.
Okay.
Simeon, two sons. But the Lost Books tells you that.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, man.
On the Ordinary Talk Show, we talk about various things, culture. We talk about spiritual, religion, because everyone have to be educated.
Yes.
You have to reach everyone out there. And I'm sitting here with a brilliant young man. I won't say old man, young man, Mr. Forbes, who was sharing with me at this beautiful Hollywood beach here with Binoy Cakers. Before we end the show, I want to talk about this song that I heard many years ago. And when I first heard the song, I was like, oh, what kind of song is this? Mashed potato, peas, and cheese? I was like, what kind of song is this? And I am so happy to sit with you so you can tell me how the song came about. What is the meaning behind the song?
Well, the song really was not. It didn't have much meaning. It's just about food, right? Mashed potatoes, peas, and cheese. What happened one night? I came home from work, and my wife told me she wrote this song called "Mashed Potatoes, Peas, and Cheese."
Uh-huh.
And I thought it was kind of like funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds funny to me. So anyway, when she gave me the paper she wrote it on, I went through it a bit and come up with an idea of a music for it. Yeah, but she wrote it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was only of her thoughts. I don't know why she came up with it. I just sang it as just how she wrote it. I sang it. Yeah.
My thought, I say probably this, because I remember you mentioned your wife in the song.
Yeah.
I was like, is that a meal she prepared for you?
Well, she did make it after that because I wanted her to make this food for me. After she told me it was mashed potatoes, peas, and cheese, I was not used to that,
Uh-huh.
and so
Wow.
yeah, so she started making it, and I was eating it from then.
You still cooking?
Once in a while.
Okay.
Not too often now.
All right.
Yeah.
Mashed potato, peas, and cheese. Well, there you have it. You know how that song came about. Mashed potato, peas, and cheese. Written by his wife, Heather
Heather Simpson Forbes.
Simpson Forbes, the wife of Mr. Forbes. Now you get a clarity of the song. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Hollywood Beach. You see, the dog was passing by.
Judy.
Yeah,
Judy.
Judy just passed by, black and white Judy.
She laughed just now.
Yeah. So we're here having a conversation. We're at the end of the show. And I want Mr. Forbes to leave us a word of wisdom. Just leave a word of wisdom for those who are watching, especially our young people who need to embrace Turks and Caicos culture, and who may have a desire to be a musician or just want to write a song or something like that, and they are free to come forward.
Mm-hmm.
What can you say to them out there?
Well, I'll tell the young people, take courage with your ideas. You see, because we all just have inspirations. The Lord puts things in our minds, and some of the things we never heard before. And they're the things we call inspirations, new things, you see, what just came into our thoughts. So what do? I'll encourage you to write your thoughts. Some people say write your dreams even, and because they could be of good inspirations to others, you see. Whatever the Lord puts in your mind, you write it out. And in presenting it to the public, sometimes you have to edit it. You have to edit, because sometimes it comes through in a way that others wouldn't understand it. So you got to shape it that people can understand what you had envisioned or had been inspired, So that's what I do. When I have a thought come in, I'll also pray. When I write in a song, I'll pray. So I want you all to learn to pray, so God will give you the inspirations on what to put in these ideas that he puts in your mind, you see. So, and that will be a new creation for you, like a song, a poem, or whatever, even an invention of something, It is God who gives us all of these ideas. Everything that men, women, children, everybody do is inspired by God. The Bible said no man does anything of himself. So know the truth, learn of the truth, and share it with others. That's what I tell you.
There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. Lovie Forbes, sharing with you, encouraging you, because Turks and Caicos need more people that is willing to expose our culture, willing to write good things about Turks and Caicos, because sometimes all we're hearing is bad stuff. So we want to hear the positive things, good things. So we encourage you out there who might have been sitting down and you have this inspiration or dream to do something. Rise up. Rise up. You can do it. You can make a difference in the Turks and Caicos Islands to help your country, promote your country to the best, to the best, to the best. Once again, Mr. Forbes, thank you
It
for
was
being
really
on
nice.
the show.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't hear the song.
Oh, you want to hear the
Yes.
song?
You just, that we're gonna play a portion of the song for you to hear. Mashed potato, peas and cheese. And I want to thank you, my viewers, for joining us tonight for the Ordinary Talk Show. I am Rupert G, your host. Thank you.
Kami Akhira sekali special dinner.
What it is? Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. She said I made it with love, thinking of you, with your happy face and your dreadlocks too. 'Cause you work so hard, playing your tunes. and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. She said, I wash your clothes and swim the big dogs, but I still miss my mountain frogs. She said I came here to be your wife, and now we are living a perfect life. Eating mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. Eat it, eat it.
Oh boy, you gotta get some of this. It tastes so nice. It makes you feel like you're in paradise. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Talking about that.
Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Mashed potatoes.
If you never had it before, I know when you taste it, you will want more. So come on, eat it.
Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese.
Yeah, boy, you gotta get some of this.
Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Mashed potatoes.
It's the island thing, you know. Combined with the Canadian and French. Yes, she did it. I know you'll love it too. Gotta eat it. Combine now. Yes. Gotta get some more of this. It's still good. Just eat a little bit like a morning.
Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese. I hope you would eat it, please. Mashed potatoes, peas and cheese.